podcast today.
Oh man.
Just me doing this.
I didn't change the thing.
Dude, what a waste.
Sorry.
What a bum.
We'll change it next time. Check.
Are you going to be a cordial host and offer me a course?
I don't know about you, but I'm real thirsty. So let's crack open some of them delicious.
I'm craving right now.
Just
I'm fiending.
yeah.
I can do this.
Crack them open, dude.
Ooh, yeah.
So I got some bad news right.
That's the best sound in the world.
Some bad news right away for you. Do you want to hear the bad news? Oh, good news and bad news.
Yeah, give me good news to warm me up.
Good news. We have a fresh 12-pack of Coors Light. Thank you, Steve.
That's what this is?
Yep.
This is Coors.
Light.
Coors Light. Okay.
Thank you, Steve.
It's worth a shot.
Bad news is I only have one glass, and guess why?
Wow, wow, wow.
Why do you think I only have one glass?
That guy right over there. Sitting right there. That one.
Correct the window.
Did he break a glass? Is that what happened?
No, he drank the bottle. So there's only enough
That's fine. I'll just get
JW for one of us.
Course.
I feel like because it's my sponsor, I should drink it.
But you share. I
but
share.
If you
share.
want it, you can have it.
No, I don't want it. I got
sure?
mine. Yeah. Because you know what
Have
they
a
say.
sniff. Have a sniff at least. Delicious.
Oh, that's like chocolatey.
It's like
That's what it smells like.
it's like
It smells chocolatey.
Ireland.
Is that what Ireland smells like? It's chocolate?
That's what I imagine Ireland smells like. Delicious, filled with great human beings.
That's not a lot.
That's what I'm saying. It's,
That's unfortunate.
yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss.
John Jameson, the third.
The third, yep.
Please send some more. I'm out, as you can see.
The bottle's low. Mom, meatloaf.
What's that from?
You don't know what that's from?
May I have one of your
Yeah.
sponsor beers?
Crack open a silver bullet. Enjoy life.
Because like I said, I'm thirsty.
Coors Light. Attempt suicide the right way with a silver bullet. Is that a bad?
That's bad.
That's bad marketing. It's silver. It's a bullet. I don't know. I just went with it.
Maybe
don't do that.
Maybe
though.
drink, don't drive. Ride the silver bullet.
That's a winner.
Steve, did you hear
Yeah.
that? Maybe sponsor
Damn it.
me next time.
No, I wrote it down for him. He just copyright infringed me.
Cheers
Cheers, buddy.
to another podcast.
Bing. So good.
Delicious. Am I sitting too low? Is that no? That's good.
I don't know. You're higher than me. Is that a power thing today?
I'm higher than you.
I think
I
so.
don't think so.
I don't know. I don't care.
I can slump down a little bit like this.
I'm secure in my masculinity enough to. Yeah.
So, question for you.
I got a question for you.
Okay, who's first? You? Me?
Probably me.
Okay.
But where's your jersey?
So for those people that don't know, which is all of you,
I feel like we talked about it last time.
don't think so.
Oh.
I ordered a jersey, shipping from Germany, and it was supposed to come in today.
Who's it shipped for? Is it DHL?
DHL.
Yeah, that's not good.
Not one of our sponsors, DHL. Luckily,
Oh, thank God.
they knocked on the door. Hello, sir. Anyone home? And I wasn't home. And so
How did you know? That's like a tree falls in the forest. Does it make a noise type of thing? How did you know
Oh, they knocked.
he knocked?
Good question.
Maybe he just like looked around. No one really looks like they're here.
Yeah. I don't know. They might have rang the doorbell.
End of the day, he's like, I just want to go home.
I feel like I was eating lunch or something upstairs, and they must have knocked like knock.
Knock.
And then they were like, no one
You
home.
need to get a big knocker on your door.
Yeah. So anyways, they left a little note that said, we missed you.
Oh, that's so nice of them.
That's what they say.
They
we
miss
missed
you?
We missed you.
Oh, they had missed you.
Missed
They
you.
don't miss you anymore.
Missed.
Okay.
And so that's why I'm not wearing a jersey, but I decided to wear my salmon sports jacket.
Now, what color are you trying to tell me that is?
Salmon.
And what color is that trying to be?
This is salmon.
Okay, what like family is that in?
Do you know a salmon that swims in the
I know
in
the fish
sea?
salmon. I don't know the color of salmon.
This is the color salmon.
What is it though? Is it brown?
No, salmon. That if you go to Lowe's,
Describing it with the word doesn't help me get a better description.
if you go to Lowe's and go to the painter section, the paint section, and you go, sir, may I have salmon paint? They're like, let me show you the way. Right over here.
It's
bucket
in with
full
the
of salmon
browns. Is that where he's going, to the brown section? It looks brown.
Rosé.
Cream?
Rosé. Pink.
Pink. It's supposed to be pink?
No, it's supposed to be salmon.
Oh. I don't see any of that.
What would you say?
It looks like a light brown.
This is brown?
That looks like a light brown.
What?
Yeah. You're
Must be
wearing
the
a
lighting in here or something. I don't
light
know.
brown shirt. Pretty nice.
This is a black shirt.
Yeah. I think in gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Whew. My other guess was going to be green, so
Wait,
50-50.
do you remember that picture of the dress that some people saw as a white dress with
No idea.
no idea?
I remember the shoes or something.
Do you keep it up with current events?
No, my rock doesn't have internet.
Your cave.
I live under a rock, dude.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't know.
So anyways, there was a dress, and some people thought it was white, and some people thought it was blue.
Oh,
And I thought it was blue, and some other
I know
people
my
said it was
pants are
white.
blue.
Yeah, those are
And
blue.
that's why I wear a lot of gray. So I can say.
What was your question earlier? Because I'm about to ask my
your
question.
jersey?
Oh,
Where's your
jersey versus jersey. Yeah. So
You
I got.
want more questions? That's
it's-
very demanding, Rudy.
It's gonna get delivered. I'll probably wear it next time.
Okay.
Who's on your shirt?
My shirt, it's Rufian Odor's best friend, Jose Batista.
And he's a hockey player.
Why would a hockey player wear a hat?
Well, he's a
Oh, it
Canadian
looks like
flag.
a helmet?
Has a Canadian flag on it,
It's a Blue Jay, though.
but the Canadian flag.
Yes, they're from Toronto.
So I figured.
It's a Blue Jay. Baseball
Canada.
team?
Oh, baseball.
Yep. He swings a big stick.
Do you watch a lot of baseball?
I do. You don't. I know that.
Here's how many baseball games I've seen on TV.
Okay.
0.
On TV?
On TV. Like a full baseball game?
Have you
0.
been to a baseball game?
1. I've been to one game.
Within the last 5 years?
Yes.
That's pretty good. When?
Like 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
Did you
And
sit in good seats or bad seats?
very good seats, very close to the field.
Ooh.
But the problem is, it's boring.
No.
Well, so here, okay.
Why
so
do you think it's boring, though?
let me give you the scenario of what happened, okay?
Okay, here's the scenario.
Got tickets to the game. Was super excited. First
You
baseball
probably
game
got them
ever.
for free. You didn't pay for them, right?
Got them for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say because anyone who pays to watch a baseball game is, but
Wow.
anyways,
There goes all of our fan base.
so go to the game. Went to a brewery before that game because I was like, I gotta.
Pyramid?
Yes, I gotta go a little. What's that called? Pre-gaming.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a little cheaper.
American style pre-game. That kind of shit.
I feel like that's a European thing, though, too. Because they get drunk at
Yeah,
soccer
yeah.
games.
We just call it something different.
Okay.
We call it translated before
I was going to say,
like
before sporting eventing.
no, we call it glow before glow, which means
glow?
because like in Germany if you drink, then you're like glowing. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Anyway, so go to Pyramid, have a couple brewskis. Super excited about the baseball game. Go to the baseball
Wait,
game.
you were excited going into it.
Was very excited. I was like, it's my first
Wow.
game. Never seen baseball except on TV, like Major
One
League.
time.
You know the movie. I was like, I want to see Charlie Sheen on the field
Yep.
winning.
Usually you do when you go to an MLB game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just winning. Then got a bobblehead when we went in.
Okay.
Limited edition. You can have it if you
Makes
want
you
it.
feel better. I got like 12 balls.
Oh, should I put that up today?
That would have been perfect.
I can switch it out real quick.
Nope. I'm not
Too
sitting
late.
here waiting for you.
get another beer inside the game, get something to eat, maybe a stadium dog or something like that. Something cool.
That's where you went wrong. Should have got nachos.
Maybe I did get nachos. I don't
Chicken
remember.
Nachos.
Go to my seats, sit down, drink, eat. Before I know it, the game started.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Like, there's no opening ceremony.
What do you want? What do you want as an opening ceremony?
Something that lets me know, like a whistle. Game is on.
I believe they use the national anthem.
I don't remember hearing one.
Did you get there late to the game?
No.
Okay, it usually goes like national anthem, first pitch, then we're playing ball. And usually a little kid will go, playing ball.
Don't remember. But again, I did have a couple beers. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So maybe
you're in line while everything was happening.
everything was going on. Anyway, so I sit down, and before I know it, there's like cheers going on. I'm like, oh, and I look, and they're playing.
And they're already down 4.
I don't know, but they're playing, and so I'm trying to. Okay, he's throwing the ball, missed it. Throwing the ball, missed it. Throwing the ball, missed it. Walks off, spits on the ground.
In disgust.
Next dude comes, throws the ball, missed. Throws the ball, missed. Throws the ball, missed. And this is, by the way, this is taking like 10, 15 minutes by now. Spits on the ground, goes back, high fives his teammates or whatever they're called in baseball. High fives. Hey, good job. A little tap on the butt.
Yeah.
Good job. I'm like, no, not good job. You didn't hit the ball. You missed it all 3 times, and they're telling you good job. That's wrong. Meanwhile, there's people like standing on the.
Maybe it was like a spank instead. Like, you did bad. I'm gonna spank you.
Could be. I
Naughty.
misinterpreted. There's people standing on like the pillows that are in the grass.
Yep.
And
Good for sleeping. You get tired out there. It's a long game.
and this goes on for like 45 minutes. Get another beer, get another stadium dog, maybe nachos, I
Until
don't
they
know.
get you.
And that just goes on for like 3 hours until to a point where I'm like, I'm out of here.
Was it a night game?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough because that's pretty late then.
So then I left and I said, driving home,
You didn't finish the game.
I go, Rudy, never ever again.
But you went with a friend?
Yeah.
They just weren't a fun friend?
Huh?
You didn't want to be around your friend? It's just like going to the bar, except there's like a live event happening.
Real quick, you probably should pull your mic a little bit closer.
You think I'm quiet?
Yeah.
Oh, I can rotate? Oh, hey.
Just because look at how close mine is.
Yeah, but you're always like
Yeah.
making out with it. Like we're practicing.
I want the bass. Speaking of which,
cooler than me?
baseball
Bass.
joke.
Bass.
I think you can right here.
I'm going to go like this. And then right here.
Yeah,
I don't want to lower it though. I'm scared.
that's better.
Is this okay?
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
better.
Sometimes I lean back. Sometimes I like to get relaxed.
Just now, don't speak too loud.
Damn
It's real
it.
peak. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, I went with a friend and he tried to explain the rules to me, which made it even worse for me.
Yeah, it's going to take more than one
Yeah.
game to explain.
Pretty much at one point he was yapping and I tuned out.
Oh.
And I just
See,
stared and like
if you
nodded
go-
every once in a while. Uh-huh.
If you go to a game with someone that doesn't
Uh-huh.
know anything about the sport, you can't talk about the sport. You just talk about whatever else.
Oh, so here's the thing, because people are like, it's like going to a bar with your friends. But I'm
I
like,
just said that, yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Okay,
But at the bar, beer doesn't cost me $15.
that's very true. I'm losing my mic. Rudy, I died.
Might have been.
Rudy, I'm dying.
I think it's you have to have the bottom one, loosen the bottom one. This makes for a good podcast, by the way.
Rudy, cut.
I'm just gonna keep the audience entertained while
You
you
do it.
mess with that. So I'm gonna keep talking about baseball. $15. I walked away. So the tickets were free, but by the time I got food and beer and more food and more beer, it's like freaking $100. Because I drink a lot. And guess what?
You got to drink a lot.
A Coors Light sponsor don't show up to a baseball game.
No, it's funny too because they sponsor the team.
Coors Light?
So you would think, yeah. Silver Bullet Blast, man. Every time there's a home run. Well, I'm sorry that your first baseball game was very disappointing.
Yeah.
I'm sad to hear that. But can you describe baseball to me? Like, what do you think is happening? How many guys are on the field?
Depends on how many guys hit the ball.
Yeah.
Because they stand on the pillows and they stand there and they hang out.
Okay.
And then once in a while they pretend to run.
How many guys are in the field?
5.
Okay. It's close.
How many?
Oh, there's 9.
Of the same team or
Yeah, one team.
one guy that throws the ball.
Pitcher.
And then the guy that sits behind the dude that hits with the stick.
Catcher.
He's the catcher.
Batter.
They're the same team, right?
Yep.
Because he's giving him signs as like,
he's helping him out.
throw it low, he's not going to get it.
Yep. Throwing him different pitches.
Spin curveball.
Spin curveball. Yep, that's a good pitch.
Overspin. Overspin ball.
No.
Curveball.
Curveball, you said that. Yep. You got
And then
that one.
I like the ref there. You're out.
It's an umpire.
And they throw him out.
An umpire.
Umpire.
Yeah. He doesn't ever go like this, though.
I've seen it before. They throw him out. And
No.
you're out.
They'll go like, strike 3, and do like a punch out. It's a very cool thing. It's individualistic.
So, yeah. So then the guy hits it.
I'm going to move this. I'm moving this. This is being moved. I don't want you to talk anymore, so I'm just over it. See, look, now we're 100, as the kids would say.
Fire.
Well, you have a roller chair, so
Yeah,
you got a better life
I
than
can
me.
move around freely.
I can't. I'm trapped in this non-glass box of emotion. Okay, so guys on the field, there's a batter.
Who's the batter?
The offensive team is a batter.
The dude that hits it.
Yep.
He's the batter.
Because
To the
he has a
pancake.
bat, and he bats the ball.
Get it?
He's a batter.
Oh, batter.
Mm-hmm.
How many of those? How many does the opposite team have? How many players?
9. They're even teams.
But there's not 9 people on the field at any point.
No, they go one at a time.
Yeah. And then they hit the ball.
Yep.
And then they try to get to the pillow.
Yep.
The first pillow.
Yes.
And then the guy... Oh, okay. So here's my question.
Yep.
I never figured this out.
Gotcha.
You hit the ball. You run to the first pillow.
As fast as you can.
The other guy catches it, right? He throws it back to that first pillow guy,
Yeah.
or to the first pillow guy. Does he need to touch you with the ball?
No. Not at first base.
So only at the last? Because sometimes I see them like sliding in,
Yeah.
and they're like, and then they need to touch him. So
called
it's not when they catch it and have their foot on the pillow, but it's
There's 2 different outs there.
okay.
There's a forced out and an unforced out. Unforced, you have to get a tag. A force, you can just touch the base. So a force means that the batter or the runner has to move forward because there's a batter or runner behind them as well. So if someone hits the ball, the guy on the first pillow is forced to move up to the second pillow.
Mm-hmm.
So now you don't have to take him. You can just touch the base because he's supposed to be there.
Oh.
It's very confusing. We're not going to get into the dynamics of things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of why I lost interest as well. Because
And what do you think a typical score to a baseball game is?
5-0.
I mean, pretty good. Yeah.
See?
I would say 5 runs is good.
5 runs means 5 different people made it to the
The fourth pillow.
fourth.
It's
pillow.
not a pillow, though. It's flat.
Flat pillow.
Plate. The plate.
Plate?
Yeah.
I thought it was called base.
Home plate.
What's a base then?
First base. Second base.
See, it's all confusing. Just call it the same thing. Call it the plate.
They're different things, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
But they look the same.
Because a base you could be safe at. If you're standing on it. If you're standing on home, it doesn't really matter.
Oh. So anyway, that's
Yeah.
my baseball experience.
That's fun.
I just don't like when people say, just go there to like have a good time and talk to people. I'm like, I can do that at home. Or I can do that at
Yeah.
a bar.
The bar. Yep.
And get away way cheaper.
Yeah.
And maybe even,
There's something just about baseball, though. Like being at the stadium, you just get a vibe.
That's true. and the smell of food and beer, right? Yeah,
And
I
the
can see that.
clamoring of everyone. It's so crazy. Because usually those stadiums hold like 40,000 people. That's a lot of people. When have you been around 40,000 people?
Soccer stadium.
When's the last time you've been to a soccer stadium that holds 40,000 people?
Every time I go to a soccer stadium.
Oh. I don't know. It always looks like they're playing in high school.
No,
Oh.
those stadiums are minimum 40,000.
Okay.
A lot of them.
But they don't clamor.
What does that mean?
Clamor. The baseball stadium clamored. Oh, everyone clamored.
Talking?
Yep.
That's the thing. Everyone is talking.
Yeah,
No
but
one
at
is paying
soccer games,
attention.
everyone's like standing up and shouting random shit, and I can't hear what's going on.
You don't... What? You
I
don't need
know.
to
I've
hear
never
what's
been
going
to
on.
a soccer game.
Yes, they're shouting, but they're chanting. They have like chants.
Yeah, I'd be like, dude, sit down. I'm trying to chill.
Speaking of which, okay.
I didn't pay $50 to come stand and sing.
So
It's an American Idol.
I've been to a couple Seattle games, soccer games.
Okay.
The fan base of the Seattle Sounders, I'm going to get a lot of crap for this. The hardcore fans, which are called the ECS,
ECS. Okay.
Emerald City supporters,
Mm-hmm.
are the worst. I said it.
Ooh, why?
Because I've been down there, been filming some of the games,
Mhm.
you know, with the camera. And so I'm on the field side level.
Field pass, everything?
Yeah.
Wow. Clearance.
And as soon as you point the camera to them, they'll like flick you off and shout at you. And you're like, what is
Seems
this
like
all
a
about?
very European football club thing to do.
No. Europeans only care about the football. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're super hardcore. You're flicking me off. Like,
Flicking or flipping?
what's the difference?
I don't know. I just like to know what people are saying.
I don't know. I'm not from here.
Do you say flick or flip?
Flick.
Yeah, I mean, you flick it out.
Oh, is that what it means?
I don't know.
Middle finger.
I say flipping
They
it
give me the finger.
because you flip it.
And they're just like pointing the finger at me while I'm filming them, trying to capture the magic that is the ECS.
Mhm.
Some people say the best supporters in the MLS, which is the Major League Soccer, which is the U.S. First League Soccer.
I would strongly disagree with that because Seattle fans do suck. But continue.
Well, people say that they're the best fan base because there's always at least 40,000 in the stadium, most of the time more.
Yeah.
But and again, this is only the ECS. Well, the ECS
Is it like
section.
the end zone area?
Yeah,
or
the end zone where they do the chants
what
and
do
the
you call
drums
that?
and
Goal
everything.
area?
Yeah,
A goal area?
I don't know what they call it.
Okay.
I'm like, what's the point? Are you that hardcore that you have to show me the finger when I'm pointing the camera at you? I'm just trying to get a couple shots that we can then put in a video.
Maybe they didn't want to be on camera, Rudy. You ever think of that?
They do it all the time. We had a guy in
Yeah.
the march to the match, and he was in the march and he pointed his camera because we're like, we're gonna get some inside shots.
Mm-hmm.
They told him to get out. They wanted to fight him. What's that all about?
Why did they want to fight him?
Because he's there with a camera.
He was there with the camera?
With a camera, trying to get the spirit of the game, the awesomeness that
See,
is
maybe they
ECS.
don't want to be on TV or whatever.
They do want to be on TV. That's what they're... Think about it.
Not if they're flipping people off.
Why do you join a fan club and are in the stadium? You want the community feel, right? Let's be honest.
Yeah, maybe the camera takes away from that. Maybe then people are like, these fans are going to get Hollywood if they know all these cameras are on them.
I don't know.
Maybe.
All I'm saying is that they're not cool.
Could be.
The other fans are cool. You know, I enjoy the fandom.
Do you go to games a lot?
Yeah.
Do they play a lot?
Yeah.
Like once a week? Twice a week?
Once a week.
Oh, so like football?
Yeah.
Oh, that's boring.
But they have a
You
very
know how
long...
many times Major League Baseball plays?
Every day.
Every freaking day.
Also another thing that I don't understand. They just play like...
162.
They play the same team 15 times in a row.
Rudy, let me ask you a question.
Oh, God.
When you play rock, paper, scissors, you ever play? Rochambeau?
Yes.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Yes.
Do you just do it one time? 3, right?
3 times.
Okay, so that's like baseball. You can't decide what the best team is in one game. You got to go at least 3.
But they play like 10.
No, they play 4 max in a row with the same team.
See, soccer, you play the same team twice. Once at home, once away. Except for MLS, because the US and their soccer rules, they're freaking... They need to change it. Everywhere in the world, where it's called football, by the way,
Yeah.
you play 1 game at home, 1 game away, which is the opposite's team, their home.
Yeah.
And there's like, let's say 20 teams in a league. So you know you're going to play 38 times. Because 1 at home, 1 away. That's it. That's a season. Whoever ends up first, based on points, wins the championship. In MLS, it's you play random teams randomly. So Seattle might play Portland 3 times a season. But they might play Colorado only once.
Because they're in their division.
It's kind of like this. They're like,
right?
Who's Seattle going to play? Who's that? Who am I pointing at?
Portland.
Boom, they're playing Portland.
Okay, do it again.
How many times? Say stop.
Stop.
3
3
times.
Perfect. We got our schedule lined up.
That's how they do it here.
Fit it in, Barbara.
And then whoever ends up first in the league doesn't win a championship. No, guess what? They're going into the playoffs. 60% of the freaking teams make it into the playoffs. So it doesn't matter what you do during the season.
Then in the playoffs, is it best of series?
Yeah, then it goes into a bracket. Tick, 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 tick. And then whoever wins that is
But
the
are those
champion.
1 game or is it single game elimination?
I think it's 2. It's always 2. I don't know.
Can't be 2 games.
Yeah, one away, 1 home, I think.
What if they tie? What if they one person loses and one person wins?
Then it goes by away goals.
What if they tie?
There's always a tiebreaker.
What if it's 2-1, 2-1?
Then you go into overtime in the city that you're in at that point, which is unfair, but that's the way it is.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
See, then game 3 would really.
Yeah.
nip
But then
that
the
in
championship
bud.
game is only 1 game, and it's played on a predetermined ground. So it could be,
Oh, like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's here in America, though. In Germany, after when the season is done, the season is done. There's no playoffs. Whoever ends up first is first. Those are the champions.
Oh, how many teams are in those leagues?
In Germany, it's 18. In England, it's like 20.
Okay.
In Spain, 20. So, yeah.
I don't know.
That's the way to do it. And then also...
Is it, though?
Yes.
It's boring.
No.
Because then if your team is like middle of the pack, you're out halfway through the season.
No.
At least those middle of the pack people have a chance at winning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they shouldn't because they suck.
I mean, but if someone's so good, they should be good all the time. If they can lose to a sucky team, then they suck as well.
Yeah, but they add the points up. So like my team in Germany,
That's the other thing that's confusing. What's up with all these points?
you get 3 points if you win,
Yeah.
1 if you tie, 0 if you lose. So it's very easy.
When do you get 2 points?
Never.
That's dumb. So you get 3 for a win. Why
3
not 2 for a win?
Those are the rules. 3 for a win, 1 for a tie. That's the way it is. And then you play 18, or depending on the league, 17 teams, 18 teams. And you collect your points.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if someone's out of, you said there's 18 teams.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone's like 6 or 7 halfway through the season, they already know they're done.
No.
Pretty much, if there's only like 10 games left and someone has like a 10-point lead, they're not going to catch
You
them.
have 30 more points to get.
They're not going to catch them.
Maybe.
Yeah,
It's been done before.
Probably not. But if there's a postseason, they're like, at least we can make it to the postseason and see what we can do there.
But then there's no consequences. Same as in...
it is, because then the bottom half of the league doesn't make it.
Yeah, but they're just like, oh, cool.
Say 8 out of 18 make it. 10, that's more than half. It's 56.75%. Don't make it.
Yeah, but
And then others, they get bounced early anyways.
then there's no consequences here in MLS.
That's a consequence.
They're just like, oh, we didn't make it to the playoffs. Yeah, we sucked all season anyway. Better luck next time. In all the other leagues in Europe and stuff, in Germany, Spain, England, the bottom 3 or 4...
I thought just the bottom one.
No, wait. The bottom 3 or 4 go down to the second league.
Yeah, and then they can win at that league. So really,
No, because...
really, you're just helping them win later.
No, because
You're just like, oh, Tommy, was that too hard for you? Why don't you come play with the little kids and get a couple wins under your belt? No, that's dumb.
but you're stuck in that.
Stay in the league and get your shit kicked in for 10 years.
That makes no sense. No,
why?
you go down, you lose money, you lose players. The good players are like, see, I don't want to play in the second league. Guess what? A lot of the teams that go down to the second league have a hard time to go back up to the first league. Because all the good players leave, the coaches leave, the money leaves because the money's not as good in the second league as in the first. There's consequences. Whereas here,
economic damage to towns, huh? Is
Yeah.
that how Europeans do it?
yeah,
Just destroy towns
people stop showing up to the games because
and
now
probably burn
sudden,
their villages as they're going out to.
yeah, pitchforks and everything. Because now all of a sudden, instead of having a Saturday and Sunday game where everyone can make it to, now all of a sudden you have a Monday night game where people are like, I have to work tomorrow. I got to work, so I'm not gonna go to a Monday night game. I'm not paying $20 for a ticket. Boom, ticket sales go down. No more money. Mr.
NFL fans would disagree with you.
Freaking Rudy doesn't want to play on Monday night. He goes, I want more money. Well, ticket sales are down, Rudy. Sorry, I'm not gonna pay you more money. Boom, I'm gone.
Wow.
It's a
Waterfall effect? Avalanche? Snowball? Yep.
That's it.
Nailed it.
Here, Sounders don't do good for one season. Better luck next time. Money's still there. People still show up. You're still in the first league.
Yeah. We don't burn your city. Good.
I don't see the competitiveness. 60% of the teams make it through to the next round anyways. Hey, do you want to win next week? Do we really need the points? Nah, we're safe anyway. We're in like 5th place. That's good enough. Cool. I'm going to stay
rest your
home.
players
I'm going to stay home
for when it matters.
and play FIFA instead of playing it on the field.
Yeah. And then play when it matters in the postseason.
Ugh,
It's a different vibe because then you're only seeing the top tier players. Instead of seeing number 1 beat the shit out of number 12 4-0, you get to see like tight, like you can feel the electricity, you can feel the hype. You know, these teams are evenly matched. So it's not like I don't even have to tune in to watch this because I know who's going to win.
Not true.
Yeah, 90% of the time you can be like, all right, Manchester United's probably going to win this one.
I'm guessing you haven't watched English soccer in a while.
Not in a while. They still have David Beckham, right?
No.
What happened to David?
David is like 60 years old. He retired like 20 years ago.
Little David?
Little David, he's more like
Oh.
Inter Miami owner David now.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's bringing the MLS team to the States.
There already are MLS teams in the United States.
Well, he's doing an expansion team.
Oh, he's making a new one?
Yeah.
So he's not bringing anything. He's just like...
Well, it's kind of bringing it in because you have to apply for it and stuff.
But it's not a team that already exists.
No, it's a new
So
team.
he's not bringing anything. He's just like building. He's
Correct.
playing SimCity.
Correct.
Yeah. Doing work.
He's bringing his soccer knowledge.
Yeah. Soccer
That's what he's
knowledge.
bringing.
Does he coach?
No.
You think I could coach?
Soccer?
Soccer.
You?
Yeah.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't believe in me?
Well, you don't know anything about the game.
Yeah, I do. Okay, so there's a goalie.
How many
Right.
people on the field?
13, and then the goalie's 14. That's
Wrong.
one side.
Wrong.
Okay, the other side has 13 and a goalie as well.
Wrong.
Okay, so they take these 13 guys, and then they take this white ball and throw it, and they say, "Go get it, guys!" And then they all run out after the ball together, and then whoever gets it, and then they run away from the other team, and they try not to let the other team get it, because if they have it, then they have it, and then they can do things with it. And then you're supposed to like put the ball in the goal, in the back of the net, as they say, and then they go, "Goal!" And then the other team's goalie goes, "Fuck, I missed that." And then he has to roll it to the ref, and the ref puts it in the middle again. And they're like, "Okay, since these guys scored, we're going to let these guys have a chance because that's only fair." And then these guys didn't even do anything to deserve it. They suck. They still get the ball.
Yeah.
So they're like, "We win still." And so then they try to go and score. And then they kick it really far that way.
Yeah.
And then they try to get it into that net.
Yeah.
And usually they just kick it out of bounds. Because I don't know if they know where the boundaries are, but they usually just kick it out of bounds. And then there's like, sometimes like one team will get it in a corner. I think it's called a corner kick. And they like hang out by this little flag in the side of the thing and they get to kick it. Other times they have to like throw it in though. Why wouldn't you just use your foot all the time? You could kick further than you can throw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then when these 13 players get tired, they call timeout and then they go in and take a break for halftime. But it's like a running clock. And so then they come back and then that clock continues to run. And then the 13 players are like, we're getting tired, but we're still going to do it. So then they deploy the let's take a break strategy. And then they kick it behind them to their homie in the back who just chills out in the back. And then they kick it to the other side. And then they kick it back to the goalie. And then the goalie boots it. And he's like, you guys haven't had enough break. You need to get running again. So go chase this ball, just like the beginning of the game when the ref throws it out and everyone chases after it. And then the game ends.
I changed my mind.
I could coach?
You are ready to coach?
Yes.
You're in. I just hope that now that you're sitting a little bit closer to the mic, I hope the levels are fine. But we'll figure that out later. I hope they don't spike the whole time. You just sound...
Yeah.
Because
I'm not like closer than I'm... and I'm talking sideways.
Right.
Maybe it'll give me a sweet accent.
Everything that you said
is correct.
Correct.
Yeah. That's what I figured. I knew it. I mean, I don't have to figure when you know the sport in and out.
Perfect. And I think we should have like a little segment, put that on YouTube, and
Sean coaches soccer.
Explain
I could put
soccer.
on like, yeah, I could put on like kids clinics,
Yeah.
like YouTube kid clinics,
Yeah.
like how to do things, how to hit the ball with your foot.
I'll sign up.
Okay, good. Good. I need cones. You got cones?
You have to have the orange cones.
Yeah, that's a necessity because I feel like you have to zigzag through them.
Mm-hmm. Or sometimes you just run over, you put them back up.
That's the luxury of cones. They can go back.
Yeah. Wow, I'm impressed actually by your
Thank you.
knowledge.
Thank you.
Even though you never watch, soccer or go
Don't
to a
follow.
game
No.
or
Never been.
have any clue about
I played.
it. All of
I
a
think
sudden
what helped me is I played on an undefeated team, undefeated soccer team, and I was like the cornerstone of it in the second grade. So I think that's where my offensive, defensive soccer genius comes into play.
Yeah.
I think I gathered it and saved it, and it just built up to what it is today. You know,
I mean,
you got to nourish the plant. It gets bigger.
I would say, because I've been watching soccer for all my life, and I don't even know what you just explained. I don't know half the things. So I'm saying
I got an eye.
you're advanced.
I got an eye for
You should
sports.
apply for like a coaching job right now,
I think Team USA needed somebody.
and you would be better
I
than the current coach, for sure.
strongly agree.
For sure.
Well, that's good. I'm glad.
What
I
other
could
sports you watch? Because obviously, I mean,
obviously, soccer is a top priority. Obviously, baseball, but we won't get into that. Shooty hoops.
nothing but net.
I watch shooty hoops. I do that. Football. I can. Golf. I watch golf. I mean, I'll watch anything. Have you ever watched bowling?
No.
I've watched, but I don't know. It's kind of boring sometimes.
Formula One,
Is that a sport?
car racing.
I drive every day. I'm not playing a sport when I drive.
I run sometimes, but I still consider running a sport. Think about that.
No.
You
Like,
don't
when
watch Formula One, or
when
you
you
don't?
run, you're like, yeah, I'm doing sports.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, track and field is
Who are you
sports.
competing against?
Yourself.
Nope, doesn't count.
You always compete with yourself.
I guess
That's
I
how you
just
push yourself.
contradicted my whole argument of driving not being a sport by saying who are you competing against.
Speaking of which, I mean, let's be honest. Baseball. Come on. I've seen some
It's
of those
not
players.
for dum-dums, that's for
I've
sure.
seen some of those players. A little bit on the heavier side. Not saying that that's
Yeah,
wrong.
you know who
just
else has heavier athletes?
Not soccer.
Sumo wrestling.
And it's a sport.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're beating up on each other.
Yeah.
Wrestling
Dude,
also.
I want to
Big
go to a
dudes.
Japan and especially
UFC has big boys in it too.
Tokyo. Oh, let's talk about MMA.
Yeah,
Do you
let's
wanna
talk about Roy
MMA?
Country, whatever, big country,
let me
sitting on people and going like this and
let me
winning
finish my
fights.
point real quick. I really want to go to Tokyo and watch a sumo wrestling event live,
Those guys are treated like kings.
and I love it
Yep.
as
Do you
they
know-
should be.
Do you know that they wake up in the morning, eat, do their training, eat, do their training, eat, and then before they go to bed, like right before they go to bed, they just hammer a bunch of food down. So then they're ready to go for it right in the morning. And that's how they get huge.
What a life!
I know. All they do is eat, and push people.
And then they die when they're 35.
Some of them. It's a lot of weight to have
Mm-hmm.
on your body.
But MMA. Let's talk about MMA. Do you ever watch MMA?
What's MMA stand
Let
for?
me ask you this question: do you train UFC?
Do I don't have any trains.
Yeah,
Sometimes at Christmas.
it's a joke.
Sometimes. That's a sport, MMA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a hardcore sport.
That is pretty cool sport, actually. Could you ever get punched in the face over and over again?
I got punched in the face once and I got knocked out.
Well, that's not good.
Funny story. Do you want to hear it?
I would love to, Rudy.
We were somewhere, we had dinner, and a couple of friends called us up. They were like, we're Buffalo Wild Wings, you should stop by.
BBWs.
Always a great idea to go to Buffalo Wild Wings at 11:30 at night. I would recommend it.
Yeah, there's some really cool people there usually.
Um,
Bang, bang.
so, show up there. Right as we walk in, me and my friend,
Wait, you have friends?
sometimes
Okay.
I get rid of them.
What's that about?
What?
Why do you flick it?
So it doesn't spill over?
That's not a thing.
It's a thing.
I feel like the top of the can is ting, ting, ting.
No, you go on the side. Okay,
No.
if you listen to this podcast, and if you're on YouTube, leave a comment. Is it bang, 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 or tap, tap, tap?
Yeah, don't you tap? I tap.
It's bang, 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 not tap, tap,
And
tap.
how much explosion can there be when it's been sitting on the table?
You never know about those truck drivers, the
They
Coors
be-
Light truck
Dude,
drivers.
it's been sitting here for like 30 minutes already.
Still pressure in there.
I don't know.
Hold on, let me have a
You
sip.
just did it for attention, so I could ask you why you did it.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I did. Anyway,
Your friend getting beat up, you.
my friend and I walk into B-Dubs.
How was this long ago?
A long time ago.
Okay.
This other guy walks out, has a beer in his hand, not a Coors Light, otherwise he would have been cool. Has a beer in his hand, and you can see he's drunk. So my friend, who by the way is like 6'5", beefcake stallion, freaking jacked, goes to the, let's call him victim, goes to the victim. Don't drink and drive. Just as a joke.
Yeah.
The guy turns around, drunk as hell, victim, goes, "What'd you say?" And he goes, "Don't drink and drive, dude. You're having a beer in your hand and you're about to walk out of B-Dubs onto the street." Or parking lot, I guess. And the guy goes, "Oh, you want some of this or whatever?" And he pulls out a knife like right away and flips it open. It's one of those flip open knives. You know, you can just
No,
like
thank you.
zing. And so my friend, again, 6'5", beefcake, goes, "Let's go. Let's do it." Because he's freaking sober, never had a drink in his life. He never drinks. And I go to rescue my stallion friend. And I go, Stallion, calm yourself down.
Whoa, boy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And so I'm like, "Hey, dude, it's not worth it. Let's just go inside, visit our friends."
Smart.
And he's like, my friend is like, "Nah, let's freaking go." And the guy goes, victim goes, let's go outside, let's do it. So I'm like, "No, we're gonna pass. Have a nice night. You know, drive drunk or whatever." I turn around, and I grab my friend, the stallion, about to saddle him. No, I turn around. He turns around, and as I turn around, like he sucker punches the victim, sucker punches me from behind, like right on my chin or whatever.
Ouchie.
Next thing I remember, I wake up. I'm on the freaking floor of Buffalo Wild Wings, greasy freaking floor,
Oh man.
and I'm like, ugh, what just happened? And then I look, I get up, victim is laying in the parking lot, face down, and my
Stallion
beefcake,
got him.
my beefcake friend just walking back like a freaking, what do you want? And checks on me, he's like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I guess I got knocked out. Freaking have a glass
Wow.
chin. But I got sucker punched though from behind,
Yeah.
you know, it was like,
When
If
you're
you-
not expecting it,
Yeah.
that sucks.
because I was completely turned around. I was like this, and then the fist came from like here.
Man, what a story.
Turns out, so my friend, the stallion, used to be an MMA fighter.
Oh.
Because I mean, again, 6'5", freaking jacked,
Yeah.
no steroids. Has been training MMA since he was 5 years old with his dad and his brother.
Scary. See, you never know.
So the guy, I guess what happened, because they told me, the guy hit me, started running with his knife in his hand outside. My friend went after him and hit him in the back of the neck
Yeah.
with like an elbow or something like that, and knocked him out. He fell face down, knocked out his teeth.
Thank God the guy didn't stab you or something.
Yeah,
Would
true.
have sucked.
Very true.
You would have been like
Yeah,
Joker. With a
Scarface.
Joker mouth.
Fell down on the floor, knocked out his teeth, and then the police. So here's the best part: police shows up, ambulance shows up. They're questioning me. They're like, "What happened?" And I tell them exactly the same story that I just told you. I was like, "Oh, my beefcake friend." Blah blah blah.
The stallion.
And they go, "Where's this stallion?" And I go, "Oh, he's over there." And they look. The police looks, and they're like, "Oh, we know him. It's my friend." And I'm like, "No way." And he's like, "Yeah, it's my
Oh.
friend." And he was like, this guy tried to like do something with him. I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Stupid." So they were pretty much like, "Yeah, just go do whatever you want to do. Have fun." And then my friend, he was like, talk to the police real quick. He was like, "Hey, what's up, dude? Hey, yeah, I knocked him out because he was, self-defense, blah, blah, blah." So we go on our way. Next day, I get a call from the police. They're like, "You want to press charges?" The guy's in the hospital, like recovering pretty much. And I was like, "No."
Pressed enough.
I was like, "Yeah." I could have probably gotten some money out of it, but I was like, what's the point? He already, like...
Odds are that guy doesn't have a lot of
I
money.
did get
anyways.
a big, though. The next day, we had, like, a company party, and I showed up, like, in a suit, and I had, like, a big freaking mouse on the side of my face, and people were like, "What happened?" And I had to tell the same story
Over and over and
over and over again.
Stallion.
So next
Hidden.
time, I just tell people, watch this podcast, and you'll know.
Boom. Story told.
So yeah, again, recommend go to Buffalo Wild Wings 11:30 at night. Perfect time to go.
Yeah. Swell.
Just delightful people there.
Yep.
Just hanging out, having wings, sipping on water.
Sober as could be. Just living on the joys of life.
So that was my story. That's how I got knocked out. So with you asking, have I ever got punched in the face? That was the first and only time, and I got knocked out right away. So glass chin.
See, when we went to Wild Wings, I felt like there was a machismo in the air where guys were just like, "Yo, yeah, I'm watching UFC. I'm a bad dude."
You do get that
Like,
with
I
MMA.
feel like everyone wanted to fight everyone. It's
Yeah.
like, really, you cannot... Like, the dude that I was saving seats, right, on the bench, and that guy just, like, sat next to me. I was like, "Hey, I'm saving these." He's like, "Yeah." And he just stayed there. I was like, "Okay, I'm, like, twice your size.
I was about to say,
Just chill." So when you guys came back, I just scooted up and I literally just touched him. And I was just like, "All right, we're doing this, dude. I'm cool with it. You want to be touched by another dude? Let's do it." I told you I was saving these damn seats.
how tall are you?
6'4".
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could have done this. You could have done this guy.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I always want to
I
hang.
thought about, like, shimmying him off.
That's why I always call you up when I go out now.
Yeah. it's
Even
a
when
good
I just
idea.
check the mail, I'm like, you
Better-
around?
Better get a...
Protection?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens a lot with like MMA people. What happens to people that start watching MMA, especially UFC, because people think UFC is MMA, right? That's why earlier I made the joke where people said, "You train UFC?" Because that actually happened because people think UFC is MMA, which clearly it is. Not. Anyways, people start watching the UFC, and then within like 2 minutes of watching it, they're like, I can do this.
Yeah.
I can get in there. I can punch someone.
And then they like want to punch people. It's like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't want to punch anyone.
They
You
don't,
shouldn't get a fake sense of like manhood by watching something
and they don't realize these are professional athletes. They've been training all their freaking lives for it.
every second.
It's like a soccer player or a football player or a baseball player. That's what they do. That's why they're in there making money, and you're not.
Yeah. It's like, I watch the Olympics. I could sprint. I just can't do it as well as any of those people
Yeah.
on that field.
Exactly.
So I'm not like, yeah, I could do that. Well, I can do that, but not very freaking well.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about MMA that makes people think they can do it. I think
Just
it's
like a manly thing. I think people get all ego-y and like, oh,
yeah.
testosterone flowing.
And then they get the tap out shirts, the flame shirts. They have like
Gotta have
flames on their
those.
shirts. The most douche shirts.
You know who had flames on their shirts?
Kiss?
Garth Brooks.
Really? Does he? That murderer.
He used to. That's for sure. All right, yeah, those guys, terrible. That's why, I mean, there's better places to watch a UFC event than B-Dubs.
B-Dubs is a good place to watch it because it's always free and they have great wings.
Yeah.
But sometimes the people are not the greatest. But I think that's... Go to a shady bar when they show an MMA fight.
That'd be bad too.
Yeah. There's fights everywhere. There's a fight next to you in like the next booth over.
Yeah. You go like,
that's
let's
normal.
go to Chuck E. Cheese for the next fight. I bet everyone there's chill. Playing in the ball pit, watching
Well, the kids
fights.
might go crazy. They're like,
Oh yeah. They start like, I got you next, Billy. All right. Come on
5-minute
down.
rounds.
Yeah.
Come at me.
This is a championship bout. We're going 5 rounds.
Whoever wins this gets pizza. I don't know what they serve. The pizza.
Probably pizza. That's the
Gets
easiest
to take
thing
a
to
picture
do.
with Chucky.
You get to sit in Chucky's lap.
Come at me, Billy.
I got a ring from the little ring machine. You get champion gets that.
A gum in a ring. Those gums are terrible, by the way, at the one side of the machine. They get hard within like 5 seconds.
Yeah, you get like 3 chews of flavor, and then all of a sudden it's like this nothing, and you're chewing on it, and then it's like a rock.
It's a rock.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Or of course,
Yeah,
right there.
I'm good for now, but yes. Yeah, those terrible. 25, 50 cents for a waste of time.
But with all that being said, I like MMA. I don't train UFC.
No, I wanted to at one point.
Have
Have you ever wanted to?
No. Because, again, so the thing about jiu-jitsu, right? You roll around with a sweaty dude.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens when you roll around with sweaty dudes?
You have fun.
Sweat.
You sweat.
Both people sweat.
Yes, there's sweat.
So once in a while, when you're
It
breathing really hard and some
sluts,
dude is on top of
yeah.
you might get a sweat drip.
Oh, yeah. That wouldn't be great. I hate touching other people's sweat.
Yeah, same
It's
here.
just nasty.
I played soccer a lot. And
You sweat in soccer? They're taking a lot of breaks. Do you ever like do enough to like, and then there's like a breeze usually, so it like cools you down?
Is this a serious question or just one
No.
of the, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
it's a you're trying to trigger me?
No.
Anyway, even in soccer, like in corner kicks or whatever, or just when other people rub against you, you know, when you're like, and they rub against you and they're sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. And in jiu-jitsu, some guys on top of you like trying to pin you, freaking guillotine choke or whatever. And
It's
just
like
at the
his
bottom.
whole body, not just a body part. It's
and
like
then-
his whole body is sweating on
Yeah, and then it's like drip, and you can see it, and it's gonna be in slow-mo. Oh.
you. And
There's
you eat it.
nothing you can do about it because you
Ugh.
need to breathe because you're so tired.
Yeah. No thanks.
And
That's the only bad. But
salty
if
and-
you train jiu-jitsu, you're wearing like that whole
The gi?
white suit.
The gi.
So I mean, you're only dripping from the face. So as long as you're not face to face with the dude, you're fine.
You're gonna be face to face with a dude if you're rolling. Dude, when I work out, as soon as like my eyes see Jim
You're
sweat,
sweating.
I'm sweating.
You're sweating up.
I'm
a
pulling in the
barnstorm.
parking lot of Fitness 19. I'm like, oh man, I'm getting.
Like I was just thinking about that walk in. Gotta get my do-rag right now.
So if
Powder
I
myself
ever
off.
if I would do jiu-jitsu, no one would want to roll with me.
You sweat? You drip sweat, or you just
I
like?
drip.
Never seen this. I don't want to, but I'll believe you.
If I do like 10 jumping jacks right now, I would sweat so heavy.
Well, especially in your salmon-colored jumpsuit.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a pretty dope brown jacket you got.
It is pretty cool.
It looks
Fly.
fresh, yeah.
It's-
It looks fresh.
Tight. Yeah, but again, I really like MMA. I just would never do it myself, especially because of my glass chin, because I
Yeah.
get knocked out when people
That's the
sucker
thing
punch
is,
me.
I don't think I'd want to be punched a lot.
Yeah,
I could probably take like one or two, but
I think it also depends on how it lands on you.
I would train like the wrestling style stuff and jiu-jitsu. I would totally do that.
Do you ever wrestle in like high school or anything?
No.
Yeah, I never got into it either.
In college, my buddy started like a wrestling club for the college because they didn't have a wrestling team. So the first few weeks I went in with him, I was like, this is a good workout. But I just stopped going because I was like, this is weird also.
Yeah, my friend in Germany did it in like elementary school. He started to wrestle,
Yeah.
but it wasn't through school because in Germany schools don't really offer wrestling and that kind of stuff.
None of it? Not even high school?
No, soccer and that kind of stuff. No, it's all clubs.
Oh, yeah.
But he wrestled, and then I was like, wait, do you have to wear a spandex suit pretty much?
That's
like,
the other thing. I wouldn't want to wear that.
and I was like,
I don't know.
my junk is way too big to be in a spandex.
They're flopping all over the place.
And then, you know, what's cool nowadays, like you want to get the cauliflower ears, right?
You want that?
People want that, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's tough because it's a sign of
I
toughness.
saw a guy the other day. He bought at the store. He bought cauliflower and Scotch tape, and I was like, "What are you doing with that?" And he's like, "Yo, I see these UFC guys all the time, and I want to look as cool as they are." You know? I was like, "I mean, how are you gonna do that?" He's like, "You put the cauliflower in your ear, and then you tape it overnight, and then it becomes cauliflower ear."
Yes,
I was
that's
like, "That's a bold move to make."
goes. Especially when you roll with someone, they like to have the cauliflower taped to the ear so the other person can go get a
Little snack in between.
and then the sweat drips on it. Salt,
Ooh, Yeah.
sodium.
smart man.
Anyways, I enjoy watching MMA, not just UFC. There's other organizations as well.
Yeah, like K1.
Bellator, K1, One Championship.
Bellator is the small guys, right?
No, Bellator is same as the UFC. They're just a different organization. They have heavyweights and
Oh.
stuff too.
WFC, WEC.
That's not
Was
around
the
it.
smaller
WEC got bought by SUFA. As far as I know, SUFA is
Is
UFC.
UFC, yeah. That's what I thought because I can remember them joining up. Because I think Faber
Exactly.
fought with them, and
Aldo, Faber, Dominic Cruz, all those people
I
came
hate
over.
Dominic Cruz. I hate Faber though too.
No, Faber is cool.
No, that tough he was on, he was terrible.
He's just a California dude, man.
Yeah,
He's misunderstood.
and he has like the butt chin.
Yeah.
It, like
At first I didn't like him
literally
either.
Looks like this.
Yeah. At first I didn't like him
Split
either, but
that.
then when you get to know him more and he talks, you're like, oh, that's a
Maybe
cool dude.
I don't think so, but I didn't like Dominic Cruz either.
Dominic Cruz is cool
When
too.
they had their tough show together, I was like, "This is the worst."
Well, let me
coaching
put it
selection.
this way. So, depending on who's watching, Dominic Cruz, I met him like years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Used to be a jerk, and then he had like a bunch of injuries and stuff. And I think after that, he was like, I took for granted what I used to have,
Oh.
and then now he's like super cool.
Did you meet him again?
No,
Did you meet him when he was a jerk?
yeah,
Oh. So how do you know he's super cool now? He could still be a jerk.
you can just tell
He looks like a jerk.
interviews and everything.
Do you think he could beat me up? Yeah, so do I.
Yeah. Anyone that's on the UFC roster or even Bellator roster,
Even like a 135 guy?
yeah, like Mighty Mouse, who is like
Anthony Rumble
50
Johnson?
pounds, he will jump on you and he will strangle. Like,
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
probably really fidgety. I
Yeah.
couldn't keep up speed-wise with them.
there's no way you could. That's what I'm saying. Like, people watch UFC and they're like, I can take that guy. I'm like, oh, you can't. You can't. He's a freaking professional
I would
athlete.
be strongly scared of anyone in the 185 weight class and above. strong. I would be terrified of
I
him.
would be terrified of anyone.
I'd be scared of like, I mean, Nate Diaz. If you run on him on the street, you're gonna be pretty like.
When you see him, you walk the other way. And you're
Yeah,
like, oh,
I wouldn't
no.
want to do anything. Knowing he's from Stockton, I'm out of there.
209.
I'm out of there. I've been to Stockton one time. I went into a park, and then there's like a gathering of males on a bench. I just wanted to go chill in the park. I was by myself. Roll up there, see them gathering. I was like, they're all wearing like white t-shirts and jean shorts and just hanging out, having a good time. I was like, yeah, I'm going to find myself a different park.
Is this a true story?
This is a true story.
Oh, okay.
And I came back, and my friends were like, where'd you go? I was like, oh, I tried to go to a park. And they're like, oh, there's not many parks around here. How'd you find a park? I was like, oh, I Googled, park. And it was like the closest one to me. They're like, wait, did you go to blah, 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 blah? I was like, yeah, why? They're like, yeah, that has a lot of like shootings and gang activity. I was like, shit. Well, thank God I didn't get out of the car. It was scary, man. I was scared.
It's one of those. Yeah. I was gonna say something and I forgot. Like right as I said it.
Dang. Yep, he's got it.
Oh, here's
there it is.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Here it is. So, before one of my old jobs, I worked in a stone shop, right? So I carried like granite slabs and everything. And clearly, you can tell that my body is like the type, whatever, that I need to work really hard to like gain muscle. Mm-hmm. But through...
Ectomorph.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
But even through carrying marble and granite stuff, because it's, obviously you have to carry it, but it's a lot of your legs and stuff.
Yeah.
So there was one night where we were hanging out at my brother's house. We had like this party going on, and we decided it was a good time to arm wrestle. Mm-hmm. And I was like, cool, let's arm wrestle.
You destroy everybody?
Everybody.
Yeah.
And they were like way bigger than me.
Like grip, that forearm grip.
Yeah, exactly.
Just take them down.
So with UFC fighters or MMA people, you might not even think that they're big or strong, but because they do it every day and like they might be lean, they're not freaking like jacked up. Like,
the muscles don't like. That's not the scary part. It's like the power they pack.
Exactly.
And,
so
like, some of these little guys, and if they hit you in the right spot, it's gonna freaking hurt, and you're gonna go out.
Exactly my point. Like sometimes you don't see it. You see some fighters and you're like, holy crap, he's knocking out everyone. He's not even freaking big. Mm-hmm. And they just have that power. And I'm just saying, like, I had that, even though I didn't realize it when I was arm wrestling people. I was like, holy crap, I'm like freaking...
It's there.
Next. Money, pay me up. And that's the same with these UFC fighters. So when people are like, oh, I can finish that little guy. No, you can't, because he's
imagine
freaking...
Clay freaking Guida coming at you. You remember him fighting? He'd be like all over, just swinging... constant 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're like, how the hell does this guy
Hyper
have
as
that
hell.
energy? His hair would go everywhere and he's just swinging on people. Just
sweat flying around everywhere.
Man, I was like, A, how does he see? B, how does he not just like die after the round? And how his opponent was probably like, what? Is there two helicopters coming after me? I don't know what's going on.
Dude, he was the best. Even in like his post-fight interviews, he would just still jump. Like, oh yeah,
yeah, he's like,
great fight.
He's probably gonna go run freaking 10 miles afterwards. He's like, whoa, gotta get home. How are you getting home tonight? I'm running back. Okay, that's like 15 miles, Clay. Yeah. Got a little extra energy.
I love MMA, but again, I would never. I mean, I thought about doing some kickboxing or something like that.
Yeah,
or boxing, but
something light.
Yeah, something light, but I never thought about competing because I'm like, I'm way too late to the freaking game here.
Yeah, you'd probably break every bone in your body as soon as you get to the cage. I would like to be in the UFC just to have a sweet like walk-up intro.
What song would you pick? Your walkout music, lights dim.
It would have to be.
Song comes on.
Lil Wayne, Fireman comes to mind. I'm a fireman, fireman. A Millie, Lil Wayne, a Millie. That one would be really good.
I think it needs to be some hard, like real hard.
6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot. That song would be good too.
Who's that?
Lil Wayne.
Oh.
That's a good song because it'll get me hyped up. Or like a G Unit song. And then I'd have to have like a couple of my dudes behind me.
Yeah, you have to have an entourage. I'm in there.
I'd wear
I'm carrying
a hoodie.
the bucket.
I'd wear a hoodie. That's for
Headphones?
sure. No, I want to hear the crowd and hear the music coming in. Because people are probably just like, chant my name, you know. Shawnee, Shawnee, Shawnee. And I want to get their energy.
The energy.
And then I'll be like, I want to do that to somebody in the crowd. Like, I want to point to them and just
Random
like
people.
hit my chest. Yeah. And then maybe like point to this guy and like salute.
And they pass out. They're like, oh my God.
That's Shawnee. Shawnee the Bish. Yeah. So that, I think that would be super cool to be introduced and everyone's looking at you. Lights are going. And you just like slowly walk up. Then they take your shirt off. And then they pat you down. No knives. Can't have knives in the UFC.
Then you gotta
That's a big no-no.
hug and high five every one of your entourage.
Yeah, that's why I only have like 2 or 3 guys. Then I don't have to hug everybody.
I was about to say, sometimes
That's
it
a
takes
lot of
like
people.
10 freaking minutes.
You're like, all right, little,
You too? All right.
all
Come
right,
on.
little Jordan in the back. I got you. Come up. All right. By the time you're just like, all right, I'm done. My
I'm
arms
tired,
are tired. I can't throw a punch. I throw in the towel, guys. That was a good walkout, though. We made it.
You got the energy and everything. I'm not sure what I would pick. I don't know if I should go with something like funny or, you know, some people walk out to some funny like Britney Spears, Baby One More Time. Hit me, baby, one more time.
I could see you walking out to that
is that the
in
song?
a schoolgirl's outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you strip it off, and it's your shorts, and you're ready to go.
And I probably get a cup size, one size bigger.
Yeah, just to show it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they take it off, obviously.
Well, no, the cup.
Oh, the cup. I thought you
Cup.
meant like bra cup.
No,
I thought we were going on the schoolgirl thing.
No.
The cup, yeah.
Cup. Get tightest shorts,
Like St. Pierre shorts.
spandex.
Yeah.
Going cup size up. Ready to go. Whole lot of Vaseline.
Yeah, make me slippery, Doc.
Yeah. Man, what would I pick for walkout? Oh, what would be your like fighter name? You know, they're always like, you know,
Yeah.
John Bones Jones.
Can I just be Shawnee the Bish?
Shawnee the Bish?
No Bish. Just Bish.
Johnny the Bish?
So like, basically, the would be my middle name.
Boring.
Shawnee Hands. That'd be a cool one. Shawnee Hands Bishop. Or Shawnee Catch These. And they're like, catch these? Catch these what? These hands, bro. Catch these hands.
Shawnee sponsored by Coors Light.
Yeah. Shawnee Coors Light Bish.
I don't know. I would have to think hard about my. I always feel like there's a Perry Como song. It's called "Magic Moments."
This magic moment. Oh, yeah.
Magic moments.
That would be your song?
Yes.
That's going to
That
amp you
song
up.
fits anything that you do in life. You can drive on the street with your car, play that song, you're like, yeah, it fits. Go on your motorcycle, yeah, it fits. Go on a freaking be in a cage, in an octagon, you're punching someone in the face, you play that song, you're like, weird, but it fits. Play baseball. Magic. You're jogging to the pillow. Moments. You're like, yeah, fits. And here comes the whistle part. Oh, it's so good.
No.
That would be my walkout song.
Okay.
For sure.
And are you using your middle name? What's
My
your-
fighter name?
What's your fighter name? Yeah.
King.
Wow, Rudy King.
Rudy King.
All right.
Rudy
Why-
King.
Why King?
King has always been my either that or if I ever have a kid, I would name it King or Gucci.
Gucci?
Gucci.
Like everything's Gucci, man.
Yeah. So I think my middle name would actually be Rudy King Gucci. or Gucci King? Gucci King.
King Gucci sounds better.
King Gucci.
Also sounds kind of dirty though. I'm gonna do King Gucci tonight. Yeah.
That's a pretty cool fighter name. With that walkout song, people would be like,
King Gucci.
they're like,
Rudy King Gucci. It kind of rhymes too.
yeah.
I like it.
The opponent would be like, oh my god, what have I gotten myself into?
They just called him King. King Gucci. I'm
Yeah,
scared.
just get knocked out with the first punch. Well, there he goes.
There goes
Oh boy,
Rudy
that
King
didn't look good at all.
Gucci.
I hope he's all right.
Could you announce a UFC? Do you think you're that in tuned with it?
I think I could announce, yeah.
I don't think I
I
could.
would just go all like extreme.
I would probably be so hyped up about someone getting their ass whooped. I would be like,
Wait,
I guess
wait.
Joe Rogan kind of does when he.
You talking about like commentary or the announcer?
No, I'm talking like ringside announcing,
like color,
when it's
color
happening.
commentary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like Joe Rogan. Could you do that?
my knowledge is not big enough.
That's what
I
I'm
could,
saying.
I could be like the, you know,
You'd have
like,
to like get in with the fighters and like
yeah.
have stuff to say here
One,
and there.
and I feel like to be a commentator, you should have at least, you know, have
Done the
training.
sport.
Yeah. So I could probably do it for soccer because I have the knowledge.
And we all know I could do it for soccer too because
Yeah,
I
clearly.
obviously could coach and
But-
announce.
For like MMA, probably not. I could be the announcer though. So I could be the Shawnee.
Oh, you could be the intro guy.
What was your middle name?
Hands or catch these?
Luke. Fast hand Luke.
No, cool hand, Luke.
Cool hand.
Nope, I don't want that though.
What is it?
Catch these.
Catch these nuts. I think I could be that guy because I would just go extreme.
Oh, I would go hyper on that.
I'll probably
too.
become a drug addict. I would like do coke,
Yeah.
and then just
Just
be
like,
all
"Let's
hyped up.
go!"
Yeah,
Let's do this
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
meth.
No, don't do that. Don't do meth.
But then for commentary, I could be the like Goldberg used to be back in the day. Just
Goldberg. Oh, Mike Goldberg.
Mike Goldberg. He
yeah.
just has nothing to say. Just like once in a while, he would be like,
It's over.
yeah,
He'd
exactly.
say that a lot.
Rogan would be like, "Oh my God, he's having him in a guillotine or whatever," and
Yeah.
I would just bring up a stat. Shawnee the Bish has been finished with a guillotine 3 times out of the 4 last fights. That would be like my commentary.
Yeah, I think.
Or
You,
today it's
and
extremely
then once
hot
you're
in the
in the
arena.
sport, once you're in the sport a little more, then you get the knowledge of fighters. Then you might be able to switch.
But they
to
have the
other guy.
color commentary, and then they have the play-by-play, right?
Yeah,
So I can just be the color. Like
wouldn't you be the play-by-play?
play-by-play, I think is the dude.
I think that's the one that says, "Oh, he's getting punched in the face. He's
Oh.
getting punched again." And then the other guy's like, "Yeah, Rudy, that's right. It was a 4-6 combination with a
Oh,
guillotine choker."
See, switch them up.
Yeah, I think that's how it
But
goes.
I could be the one dude that just has like random thoughts, like he's getting finished, he's getting punched, and then I just
think
show
that's
up and
the
like,
play-by-play.
today was unusually hot coming into the arena.
Yeah,
over-
he has a 26-1 record when
Yeah.
the temperature is 86 degrees in the stadium.
Thinking about buying a Tesla after this.
Why would you think about buying a Tesla?
Just random commentary, because you don't know what's going on, and you're
That would
hyped
be
up
random.
on like freaking coke. Crack.
I thought that's for the ring announcer. You're cracked
Both.
out.
Everyone.
Wow, that'd
Yeah.
be too intense. Too much crack.
Too much crack cocaine.
Yep, not enough filler.
Hitting that pipe in the back before I walk out.
Oh my gosh.
What? Okay, so what? So I know that they drug test, but what if you do cocaine right before the fight? Because they don't drug test, and cocaine is out of your
I
system
think
like
they
that.
do a post-drug test.
But
though.
doesn't it go out of your system like that?
I think they do a post-drug test, like right after the fight.
What if you
sometimes.
just do like one
Yeah,
crack,
you could do
one crack in the back real
Yeah.
quick?
one crack, one cocaine.
You're good for like 15 minutes that you're in the, or 25 depending,
yeah,
and you beat the other guy up, and then by the time you walk out,
and you
you're
won't
like,
like feel
"Sir,
anything.
we have a drug test waiting for you." No
I got
problem.
this. Yeah, we could do this all day.
I
How
only
many
did
times
one.
do you want me to pee? I could pee the rest of the night. Bring it on.
Can I have another one of your sponsors?
Greedy. There you go, sir.
Thank you. Do you think you could be a baseball announcer? Commentary?
I could do the
Golf.
play-by-play.
Golf is like
Golf I couldn't because I would probably on like good shots. You know how they always go like in the approach shot. Oh, that's a great shot. I'd be like and I'd start off quiet. I'd be like in the approach shot. Holy shit, that was a good one. He's right by the pin. And everyone would be like, why is he so loud? It's golf. I'd be like, no, fire the cannons. Let's do this thing.
remember the dude in dodgeball.
There's a lot of dudes in dodgeball.
Jason Bateman as commentary.
Yeah.
Just useless. He's pretty much repeating or
He
just
was doing random stats.
Yeah.
He was you.
That would be me.
That's you?
That would be me. I would have spiked hair. Maybe like a what's that?
Kerchief?
Like what? Yeah, like what cowboys
Oh,
have.
an ascot? Oh.
What
wait.
cowboys have? Like the little bandana.
Yeah.
but in a
Why
triangle.
would you have that?
Just to be different.
Oh, okay.
And I would just have random thoughts.
Huh.
About-
Rudy's random thoughts.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear some of those random thoughts someday.
Well, I told you, like thinking about buying a Tesla.
Okay.
Would you ever buy a Tesla?
If I had, yeah, I guess. Actually, depends on how far they can go. They're like a 250 range now.
Now you can get the extended range.
Oh, see if
They can go pretty far, like 350, I think.
Yeah, if they got like 300, I'd do it. I guess I don't go that far where I need.
Do you like
to,
the way they look?
Some of the older ones, yeah.
I feel like the Model S looks really good because it's like
What's the SUV looking one, but it's like lowered to the ground? It looks really dumb.
I think that's a 3.
Okay,
The affordable one,
maybe. Is it affordable? It looks like trash.
like 30 grand.
Sure, but I'm just saying it looks terrible.
There's one like the 3. I mean, if I had the money, I would get one,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't look very good. The S looks slick.
Yeah, the ones I'm thinking of are like they had the 65D, 75D, 85D, and basically those numbers were the thousands of dollars you're spending, but that was the model number. Those ones looked filthy.
Do you know much about cars?
Not all that much.
Yeah, same.
I know they have 4 wheels most of the time, and then they drive.
Mm-hmm. I'm the same way. I never, when I grew up, I think I was too interested in sports and music and stuff that I never got into cars. So when people are like, "Oh, that's a V8 and a double blah blah blah," I'm like, "Cool. Does it get me from here to the grocery store?"
Yeah, that's how. It's like, does it carry the things I need?
Yeah.
Does it? Mine, when I bought mine, I was like, does it get good gas mileage?
Yeah.
Okay.
But here's a question: if you had all the money in the world, what would be your dream car to buy?
Lamborghini something.
Diablo.
Yeah, they look so sleek. They're just like straight back. Oof.
I don't know if I would go with a Lamborghini.
Or
though.
like a Audi R8.
Hmm.
Those look pretty sleek too. Or
You know, the Audi R8 is made only in Heilbronn, Germany, and that's where I was born.
see, that's why I would get
Fun
it.
fact.
And I get you one a matching one for your birthday.
Thank you. Pink,
You're welcome.
salmon.
Salmon, brown, yeah. Yeah, or a Acura NSX from like the 90s, like mid 90s.
Hmm.
I used to love those cars.
I don't know what I would get. I feel like
A minivan?
Chrysler,
Would you ever drive a minivan?
Chrysler or Baron.
Would you ever drive a
Hell yeah, I would drive a minivan.
Okay.
Why?
I
Would
don't
you
know.
not? Minivans are cool. I like
I mean,
them.
it makes sense.
I know
Got a lot of room.
there's a stereotype here like, oh, soccer mom.
Yeah.
Call me soccer dad because I'm driving one. Hell yeah.
They're gonna
Minivans
hold all
are
the
super
after,
cool.
after game snacks there.
Especially the new ones, they have TVs and stuff.
When I was
screens.
first learning to drive or whatever, I wanted to get a minivan just so I could like put a mattress in the back and just like go wherever and then crash.
You should get a
always have a place to
yeah,
stay.
You should get a VW bus. You know those like mini buses.
Yeah, those are pretty expensive though.
They're cool though.
They are very cool. Are you talking the ones with like the roll up thing that you can have the sleeping thing up?
I think
top
they have
too?
that too. But
Yeah.
they actually they brought out, I don't know if they have them here or not, the Eurovan, which is just a bigger version of the old VW van.
Yeah.
and it has like 8 seats or something, like 12 seats in the back.
You can fit a whole soccer team. Well,
Nope,
not quite,
13.
because you need 14 seats. Damn goalies. We can put him on the top.
I think I would go. If I had money, I think I would just get like a badass muscle car. And I don't know which one because I'm not a car guy. Just like a cool looking
The
muscle
old
car.
Camaros are pretty cool.
The problem with those is they always break down, right? So you have to constantly
Yeah,
work
but
on
then
them.
you have money to get it fixed.
True.
And you're just like, I'll send it to my guy.
Yeah.
Tony will fix it.
Yeah.
Tony fixes everything.
Him and Jose.
You know who doesn't fix anything? Say it. Say it.
I don't know.
Say it.
Me?
He's sitting right there. He's sitting right there.
Peter.
Yeah. Remember?
So actually, here's one thing that Peter did for us. We're trying to get this podcast on the iTunes like podcast feed, and he actually figured out how to do it, and we submitted it. And thank you for that,
Sure.
Peter.
You deserve this. The first time in your life.
So hopefully, we're waiting for approval.
Big head Peter over here now.
Yeah. What they
He's
say,
gonna
Peter?
walk in tomorrow. Yeah. I invented this podcast.
What they say, Peter? How long for approval? 30 days?
30 days seems excessive.
Yeah. iTunes, Apple.
Yeah.
Anyway, so hopefully this will be on
I'm
the,
hoping soon, because then
yeah.
we can get them all up. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
This is 5.
That's number
This
5.
is big number
We need
5.
to think about more topics, but I don't know about cars. I guess couldn't be a theme for us because we don't know
I don't
much
like
about
cars.
it. We'd have to have a guest on.
We could talk about Cars the movie.
Never seen it.
Oh my god. We can talk about Cars the movie after you've seen it.
I feel like I think once we hit like episode 10, we should have a guest on.
Episode 10, we need to bring cake in. A Coors cake. Cake made of Coors.
Or it's mountains. It's a mountain cake.
A mountain cake? I could get behind that.
With a candle.
Yep. Episode 10.
But I feel like we should have a guest on episode 10.
We could do that.
And we talk about something that we don't know about that the guest will know about.
Is the guest going to bring their own mic? Is the guest Chris Pratt?
Chris Pratt or Macaulay Culkin? Or?
I think Chris Pratt first.
Paula Deen.
And then...
No, sorry. Martha Stewart.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want
Paula
Paula Deen.
Deen, she might say some crazy things, though. Martha Stewart might help us with our stock portfolio.
What happened to Paula Deen? She just disappeared,
She said some crazy shit.
And then she just disappeared. She was like...
Yeah. Well, I think she got kicked off the... What network was she on? E? No, Food Network. Duh. She got kicked the fuck out of there.
Here's the thing. If I would say something bad...
Yes.
I would straight up go and apologize and be like, I was in the wrong. I apologize. It happened. Sorry. But I'm going to keep doing my thing.
Yeah, sometimes you can't decide if you're going to keep doing your thing when your thing relies on a whole network and they're like, no, we're better without you.
I feel like you should get like strikes. Because if you mess up, once in a while you say stupid stuff, right? You're going to say something stupid. We probably said something stupid in this podcast we didn't even realize.
I say a lot of stupid things.
And then you rewatch it like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
And then you should apologize and be like, yeah, sorry. Just like to your friends, sometimes to your friend, you're like, oh, you suck in life. You never made anything. You work at whatever.
Hooters?
Sure. And then, an hour later, you're like, hey, dude, sorry. Didn't mean to say that. I was in a tough spot once. Boom, done. Friends again. And you made up and
Yeah, you're good.
kiss and make up.
Mm-hmm.
You should do the same thing with other stuff, even if you're famous.
That's a lot of apologies, though, because there's a lot of fans that she'd probably have to apologize to. And you can't just go, sorry, bro.
Well, you should apologize once on like
I'm
TV.
sure she did apologize, but
She
they
should
still
go,
probably like,
I
nah,
apologize
we're good.
for what I said. Let's cook this turkey.
It's like Tiger Woods getting all of his sponsors pulled.
But he came back.
Yeah, but all those sponsors aren't rolling with him.
But Nike came back.
I think Nike was still there because he has his own like Tiger Wood brand of Nike.
They were like, oh,
They're like,
no.
who can we get to be the new Tiger Woods athlete? Tiger Woods. That's who.
We're stuck with him.
Yeah,
Coming back to golf. Do you golf?
I do.
You good at it?
Have you ever golfed?
Never golfed.
I'm good like every 4 shots.
I have no.
Like I'll have good moments. If you looked at my game as a whole, you'd be like, why do you golf? But then you like when you're out there and you golf and you hit like a good shot, you're like, holy shit, that shot back there was really good. Like I can do it. That's like there's shots that bring you back each week or whatever. How often you?
Well,
play.
I think that's the same with any sport, right?
No, because
You're
if
shooting
I
hoops,
if
you're
I
like,
go
"Ah,
out there
missed."
and I'm shooting baskets and I only make 1 of 10, like I'm gonna be like, man, I should give it up. But if I make like 1 good shot out of 10 shots on the golf course, I'm like, holy shit, that was good. I need to recreate it.
I never had the desire to play golf.
Have you ever been to a driving range?
No.
Wow.
To play mini golf?
Would you like to spend $30 and go golfing one day?
No.
Wow.
I've been asked multiple times and there's no desire.
It'd be funny to see you hit. I'm sure you get frustrated after the first hole.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The thing with me and anything in life is that when I do something, I want to do it to its fullest potential. So
Yeah.
if I'm, that's kind of
So
what
if you're
happened.
not Tiger Woods, it's a bust.
Exactly. So that's kind of what happened to me with MMA when I first got into it. I was like, I need to know everything and anything about this sport. So what I did back in the day, because I had the Netflix disc sent to you, thing that I don't do anymore. I started watching.
Does anyone do that anymore?
I'm not sure.
Is it even an option?
Good question. I don't know. So I started doing UFC 1. I started with like getting them sent to me.
Watch the Shamrocks and
watched the entire freaking card. Kept going UFC 2, UFC 3, and I printed out a list of UFC events, and up until the point that I started watching it live, and I crossed them off as I watched them. No joke.
Smart.
And that's me with anything. So if I'm getting into football, I need to know everything about football, and I don't want to do that with golf. That's why I never want to play it. Because
You never want to?
no.
Okay. That's fair. Fair shit. Fair. Sorry.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of, again, why I got turned off of baseball as well. Because there's so many things. I'm like, if I have to learn all that, it's going to take up like half my life.
Yeah. I think I like golf because it's just you. You're only the person to blame. And it's outdoorsy, relaxing. Except when you hit bad shots and you want
You
to
get to
break
ride
things.
around in a cart, drink.
It's like Formula One racing. And it's socially acceptable
Have
to
you ever
drink and
gotten-
drive.
Have you ever gotten into Formula One?
Have I ever gotten into one? No,
No,
I've never
not
driven
gotten
one.
into a car.
I've
but-
played Gran Turismo. Does that count?
No, I'm saying like gotten into the sport, like watched it.
I've played Gran Turismo. Does that count?
No, because
No,
that's
then-
not even Formula One cars.
Look it up. It is. Gran Turismo 3 has Formula One cars.
Oh, okay.
Thank
so
you
you can
very
choose.
much. Yeah.
Did you drive it?
Yeah, that was one of my best cars. I just
okay.
race all the slow cars and beat them.
Dude, I went to the Microsoft campus and they have a
They had an Indy what car?
simulator
They had go-kart? Oh.
with like suspensions and everything. So you
Oh,
sit
really?
in there. It's a
Did
real,
you get to do it or you watch people?
I got to do it.
Whoa. Is it something just like anyone can do anytime?
Yeah, it's in the visitor center.
Visitor center? Can I just go in?
I feel like you could.
Did you have a credential?
Yeah,
No.
we're filming, but you go in there and it's like a simulator. So even the what's that called? The steering when you go around corners and it goes. It's like it feels real.
Did you strap in with like a harness too?
You didn't
That'd be
strap in,
cool.
but like you went up and down and
No, the
that
harness
kind of
thing
stuff.
would have been dope.
Yeah, and
And
honestly, I felt a little bit sick afterwards because of all the shaking and stuff.
yeah, have you ever sat in like the D box movie theater seats? And
The
they like
4D.
they rumble
Yeah,
and they like move to the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost got sick on one
yeah,
of
I
those.
got sick one time too. I went to like the worst one where it's like a bike ride.
The movie was?
Yeah,
What movie watches bike riders?
I don't know. And it went, and I was like, I'm out of here.
You're like, I'm gonna move
See ya.
back a row
Yeah, and I
into
left.
the regular seats. You left a movie
Yeah.
after paying $20 for it?
No, it was like in a. Sometimes you go to like an aquarium or like a museum. They have it like as part of it. It was like that. And I was like, nah,
Gotcha.
Amusement park, I think, has it. Some amusement parks.
Yeah, usually it's like a ride or like
Batman,
hang
remember?
gliding.
Batman had it in some kind of park. You sit in a thing and it pretends to be the Batmobile.
Yeah, I've never been to Disneyland.
I feel like
Disney
that was in
World.
Germany.
Yeah, I've never been to Germany.
You never been to Disneyland?
Never been to Disneyland.
Ooh.
That could be another topic too.
Disneyland?
It's a lot of
Disney
time.
movies?
Disney movies are good. Lion King. Oh, Rudy.
Other sports? Any other sports? We talked about MMA.
Baseball.
We haven't really touched the football.
Yeah, because I was like, football's okay.
I
I could talk shooty hoops if you want to talk shooty hoops, but
basketball.
I don't really care. Yeah,
Don't watch basketball.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Other sports?
No. Do you do hockey? I've tried to like get into hockey, and I'm not like fully.
Ice hockey?
I'm like I dip my toe.
With ice hockey, I can only watch it if it's
What
live.
other hockey is there? Field hockey?
Yeah.
What other hockey is there?
Field hockey.
Okay. Yeah, ice hockey.
It's different. It's different than ice hockey.
I know this. It's usually played with girls.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I didn't say there was.
Oh, sorry.
You're inferring that I had a problem with women.
But ice hockey, I don't watch it on TV.
Uh-huh.
I cannot get into it. Except for the Winter Classic. But I enjoy watching it live.
Yeah, going to the game, there's a good atmosphere there. It's kind of like soccer-ishy as far as like the fan vibe.
A little bit.
I would
The thing
assume.
about hockey is the fighting.
The
but I'm
fighting, like you want, every time there's like a little scuffle, you're like, do it.
Which is funny because you might as well just go to a kickboxing event.
UFC event. But I think the fact that it is driven from a different game and it's like a rare thing, you're like, yeah, come on.
Oh,
You're like poking a bear.
have you ever gotten into wrestling, like WWE?
When I was little, you bet your ass.
Who was
Yokozuna.
Yokozuna?
I loved you.
Yes.
I loved Lex Luger too. Because you remember Lex
Tatanka?
Luger's... Tatanka was good. Lex Luger came in a freaking helicopter because they were like... they were having this open competition of like... who can body slam Yokozuna? And all these guys, big burly guys are like trying to pick him up and body slam him. They couldn't do it. He was just like not budging. And all of a sudden, like some American style come like my hand's a helicopter. This is a helicopter. Yep. And out comes Lex Luger, and he has like American flag sweatpants. He's just a hulky dude. And he just walks up to Yokozuna. Boom! Slams him down. That's the introduction of Lex Luger. Best intro ever. Like...
Is it Lex Luthor or Lex...
Luger. I think it's a play on Lex Luthor, but Luger.
I picked up a wrestling WWE magazine when I was a kid, and I bought it, or my mom bought it for me, and it had The Undertaker in there.
Scary.
And it was almost like a baseball card, so it's like hometown and birthplace and stuff. Hometown, unknown. Birthplace, unknown.
This is a
Age,
productive fucking
unknown.
baseball card.
It's freaking
Thanks
awesome.
for all the stats.
As a kid, when you're 8 and you see The Undertaker and he has like half, covered and everything.
Oh,
and
he was like super dark. You barely see his face most of the time.
He has a coffin next to him in the
He's
picture.
just like white face.
And you're like, yeah.
He was scary. One time when I was younger, I was staying up late because I think the wrestling started at like 9 and got over at 10. He was like the last match, so it's like dark out. And he comes out
With the smoke.
it just goes dude like black, and then he has that eerie organ, and he's coming slowly creeping, and I'm by myself out in the living room, pitch dark, because I watch just the TV just in the darkness. Everyone else is asleep. He comes out. Remember when he lifts up his arm, right? And then fire comes. So he goes to lift up his arm. He gets right here. And then right as he goes down, no joke, Rudy, I swear to God, that when he comes down and the fire's supposed to go, my TV goes boom, out. Guess what's coming up behind it?
Fire.
Smoke. My TV blew up right there. It was the creepiest thing
What a story.
ever. I have good ghost stories too. We should dive into that sometime.
Like paranormal stuff.
Like ghost stories.
Yeah, let's keep that for another time.
Oh yeah, I said we should dive into that at some point.
Who was the best wrestler when you were young?
I don't know. There's so many good ones. I like Yokozuna. I like
Hulk Hogan.
No, I was too young for the Hulkster. Like he was a little bit before my time.
How old are you?
I mean, he was around, but he wasn't like the dude. He was on WCW, and ain't nobody got time for WCW. It was all about WWF.
I have a story about Hulk Hogan. I grew up in this very small village of 300 people in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
There was a neighboring village, 600 people. Hulk Hogan randomly shows up to a festival that was going on there when I was like in elementary school. And it made the papers and everything. Hulk Hogan is going to show up. Freaking Hulk Hogan. The guy that rips his shirt apart every intro.
Yeah, brother.
Guess what happened?
He didn't show.
My parents didn't allow me to go.
Why?
They said the line was going to be too long. And then here's the topper.
Phil and Nancy just crushed your spirits.
Here's the topper. Next day in school, my friend shows up with a Hulk Hogan signed picture, 8x10. And I go,
That's so.
What was he
crushing.
like? What was he like?
He's
And
like,
he just told me all the
big.
stories. I was like,
Dude,
I still
you
remember
missed Hulk Hogan.
that. Freaking 50 years
You
later.
missed Hulkster. Man, would
It's one
you
of-
have said something to him? What would you have said?
I don't know, because he
Yeah.
probably didn't speak German, and I didn't speak English at that point.
Oh, you didn't?
Well, I was like 8.
So, I spoke English when I was 8.
Did you speak German while you were 8? Did you say Schweinhax when you were 8?
Yeah, I still can.
Yeah. Tatanka, I think, used to be my favorite.
Tatanka was good.
Tatanka.
The
Tatanka.
Native American dress dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that guy. He was beefcake.
He was jacked.
He was a beefcake. Ultimate Warrior. He was pretty good. Bret Hart.
Oh,
The Hitman.
and the
Hart.
and freaking
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair, baby.
The
This
Nature
alligator wrestling.
Boy. And he'd
Freaking-
like do this.
And this would actually be my fighting name. Sorry, it's not King Gucci. Bonesaw.
No, I don't like it.
Bonesaw.
That was a wrestler.
No, but Macho Man played Bonesaw in the first Spider-Man movie. And he goes, what's your name? Bonesaw! Macho Man. Freaking
Yeah, he was good.
Macho Man was good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah!
No, that wasn't a good one.
The characters back in the day, Roddy Piper.
He was all right. I didn't like him with his leather jacket.
I met Roddy Piper
Nerd.
twice. I actually have a They Live poster.
Did you meet Rowdy Piper or Rudy Piper?
Roddy Piper. The one
Nice.
and only. I have a signed poster over there. They Live. Good movie. And I met him twice. And both times, he was a gentleman and a scholar.
Well, that's nice of him.
He was freaking awesome.
Was he wearing a kilt?
Yeah.
He was wearing a kilt when
Yeah.
you met him?
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Met him at like a convention.
There's so many good wrestlers back in the day. Jeff Jarrett.
Who is the dude with the crown? He always held the crown. The King Lawler? King Lawler?
Oh, Jerry the King Lawler. Yeah, he was like an announcer for most of the time. He'd come back every once in a while to fight, but he wasn't like a actual fighter.
Really?
Shawn Michaels, do you remember that?
No.
You remember Generation X? Suck it. Oh man, I was like a fourth grader running around just suck it to everybody.
I feel like wrestling also, other sports have kind of lost their magic a little bit. I know wrestling is huge still.
It's still very big, yeah.
But back in the day, man, you had those characters, freaking Hulk Hogan, like all these
they were
like,
amazing
guys.
characters.
Woo!
They did
Love it.
so good.
It's,
creating
especially
it.
in Germany growing up, because it was so rare that you got to see it on TV, because they didn't broadcast everything. So once in a while, you got this wrestling event, and for some reason, it was always my cousin used to babysit me and my brother, and he would always find wrestling or boxing. So that's what we would watch, and we'd just get into it.
I used to record them all the time and just have tapes on tapes of Monday Night Raw.
Have you ever been to a live event?
No.
I've been to one.
I kind of always like secretively still want to go to one.
Dude, next time they come, last time they came here, I asked a couple of people, and they're like, "Oh, I don't feel like it."
I'd go.
Next time they go, it's
I'm
you
your
and me.
neighbor to go.
But what was I gonna say? I went to one, and back then my coworker was like, "I want to go if it's front row."
Oh, he wants to be on camera. That's why.
And guess what?
Get the pub.
Got front row tickets.
Did you? Did he go?
We went.
Oh.
It was John Cena, The Big Show. I feel like the Miz.
Oh yeah, the dude that was like the real world guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was there.
What a crazy story.
The only thing was John Cena at the time. He was the champ,
Yeah.
but he was injured or something like that. So he just kind of showed up
Oh, he's just kind of.
and didn't do shit. He was just like
Did
in
he
the
have
ring.
like a monologue? Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna whoop your ass eventually.
So here's the thing that I didn't, because I don't watch Monday Night Raw, and the last time I watched wrestling was as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that they talk so much.
Yeah, they build up the theatrics.
They
It used to be like short cut scenes, and
they
then
speak
they like
backstage
interrupt.
and everything. And the best is the camera work, because like if they're backstage and it's boring, the camera just goes, yeah. They're just like moving randomly. Like you could say something.
Yeah.
This is the
Hello,
camera.
Rudy. It's a great time to be out here with you. and
That's what
doing
they do with the
podcast.
camera to like hype you up.
Huh.
Backstage.
I need to rewatch wrestling now.
Watch it from now on. You will see.
I'm getting like a craving for watching like early 90s wrestling now.
Yeah,
I want to see that Lex Luger slam Yokozuna
You
down.
could probably find it on Netflix.
I don't think it's on Netflix.
Disc send in,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
or just go to YouTube.
How many Monday Night Raws do you think there are?
1 billion.
Okay, so there's 52 weeks in a year, so that's 52 Mondays. Let's say they do 45 a year, holidays and whatever breaks. 45 a year times 20 years.
900.
That's a lot of stuff.
That's quick math.
That's very good.
Thank you.
It's a lot. 900 times.
The funny thing when we watched it live is that, except for John Cena, who is the big star at that time, everyone else just kind of shows up in their own car.
In their own car?
Mm-hmm. So all the divas,
Yeah.
they have now women wrestlers and stuff. They just carpool. So there's like 3 of them showing up in a BMW.
You know they don't live in the cities that they're filming in?
I understand, but you
They're
would
probably coming from the hotel.
but you would think
Yeah,
that
it's-
they would have a driver or something.
I don't know.
But a lot of the lower ones don't.
Are you saying women can't drive?
No, it's not just the women,
That's what I'm hearing.
but it's all of them. Even the other people, they showed up in their own car. Like Randy Orton, I think, was there as well. Randy Orton, is that his name? Crazy to me. Like, have a driver. You're a big star. You're on TV. You probably make a lot of money. Have a driver.
Do you think they make a lot of money?
Probably the low ones don't, right? It's like
I would assume they're still making over $100,000 a year.
like the UFC.
They're
a lot
like
of the
constantly traveling.
dude. Some of the UFC people, if you're a lower level fighter, they make like $5,000 for a fight, and they fight 3 times a year. That's not a lot, and you have to pay for your camp and your trainers and your.
that's gotta be expensive.
So that, yeah, I don't know.
Got 2 things to say to that.
What's that?
Queen sucks, and it's dinner time, Rudy.